have you guys seen any sort of content that promotes violence against women and girls? Because I think we might not necessarily talk about women in specific when we talk about youth violence. It's mainly, gang and thinking about men in general.
The amount of times I've seen the amount of times I've seen on social media, not necessarily someone beating up a woman or beating up a girl, but rape threats, I'll do this to you, or being degrading. It's just in general being degrading towards women, and it's a bit where are you going to draw the line, sort of thing, because it's I definitely do sort of see it where it's making threats, making derogatory comments, and one thing leads to another, and then obviously the violence towards women. And I think especially on social media, but I think some social media platforms do have more stringent rules than others, are more strict on sort of these things, but you're never going to get rid of it entirely on social media, because you just never are, and you're always going to find, and people are always going to find a way around it and a way around filters and that. But
because you can get blocked and you can make a new account and do it again anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just gonna say, to add to that, there was I think it was last year. There was a day last year where I remember I was getting messages from people, and they were like, "Oh, be careful," because people were putting all over social media about it was sexual assault day or something like that, and it was a mad day. It was some day in April, and people were like, "Oh, we're gonna go out and do this, and everyone's gonna do it," and it was so scary. And as a girl, not just young girls, but any girl, I feel you have a certain way of going about life anyway. You've got to make sure you look behind you and cross the road, and all of this rules that you have in your head, and that just adds on to it so much.
That's the bad thing about social media, because obviously you've seen how it's desensitized us, because we don't see the value in human lives. We just see, for example, women as objects rather than people now. And also the impact of having negative role models for young people growing up. That's who they look up to, and it's so easy to access that. And that could be a factor to all the violence we see on the media, and why it's being implemented into the actual physical world as well. If you move on to the next question.